Hello and welcome to this week's episode of
Astra!
This week's episode was drawn by me, iFlower.
Yay!
I realized that I actually skipped. So yeah, this is like my first episode in like, what, 2 weeks? And this one I'm drawing what I said, I know so something, but I'm drawing what I said I would draw in Corzette's episode last week. I'm drawing a picture of Firestar. From Spiderman and His Amazing Friends. That is my favorite Spider-Man series. I told my dad that, and he just laughed. But like, I don't know why, but this is my favorite Spider-Man series. Even compared to the Spider-Man that most people imagine, like think about from the 90s, even to Ultimate Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man and all those other Spider-Mans. Like, this is my favorite series, and I have no idea why. I think it's because I remember a scene where I wish I remember the dude's name. But he had like abilities similar to Aquaman.
Oh, the guy jumped into the pool.
Yeah, he just jumped into a pool of rubbing alcohol. Like, it was a trap set by some villain. But he just jumps in there and he's like, this isn't water, this is rubbing alcohol. And he kind of like passes out. And I'm like, what? Okay, so it was like in a pool room too. It wasn't outside, it was like in a pool room. It's like, shouldn't you be able to smell rubbing alcohol? Like, rubbing alcohol has a strong smell. Like, if you go into like some aisle, like if you go and you just open rubbing alcohol in like a closed small bathroom, like it's a little bit too much. And you just opened the bottle. You didn't dump it out everywhere. Like, it was just, I don't know why. That I'm gonna rewatch the show one day, but it's one of my favorite Spider-Man series. Drawing Firestar was not too. Oh yeah. Also, before I get onto I just gotta admit, like, this is the show where I learned about Iceman. Like, I didn't learn from the X-Men series, the 90s X-Men series. I didn't learn about Bobby from that one. Even though Bobby has an entire episode about him. Yeah. No, I learned from this show. Like, that's what I learned. I learned that Freddy is Iceman.
Yeah, I'm like, same voice actor, Freddy. And also, since that guys don't all look the same, he actually kind of looks like Freddy.
Yeah. So about drawing this picture, like, it was kind of fun, drawing this character that, like, but if I were to, I realized, jeez, I keep switching mid-sentence, mid-word, but if you were to just change her outfit, you would be like, oh, is that Jean Grey in her original costume? Is that Jean Grey?
But
like,
Jean have like a skirt on?
Yeah, that's why I said if you change the costume, like if you just give her a skirt, this is Jean Grey now. Like, I feel like I should do that for a Let's Draw. Like, I should just go in here and just edit it and make it a skirt and then just change the color of the costume. And it's like, now it's Jean Grey. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, drawing this picture was fun. Getting her face right was weird because of the way her mask goes, and I had to like change her mask a little bit. But this picture was directly based off of a screenshot from the show. I think it was one of the episode cards, which people need to start making episode cards again. Like, those things are beautiful. Episode cards are amazing, especially the ones from Batman the Animated Series. Excuse me for switching universes. But no, they're beautiful. Forgiveness. Okay, so back to Marvel. But yeah, they were like, that was a beautiful episode card. And so I copied it from there. Well, not copy. I mean, you know what I mean, right? I looked at it and then I like drew my own version of it. Yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, that episode card, and pretty much here I wanted to make sure the design on the shoes were the same, the boots were the same. So I just kind of circled it, copied it, shifted it over, and then filled in the empty space. The hair was kind of a challenge, I guess I could say. Like, I had to make sure certain pieces were lighter, certain pieces were darker, and it looked like fire, because looking at the original art for Firestar, well, from the show, not from the comics, so I guess it's not, okay, the show art of Firestar, her hair looks a lot like fire, and it makes sense, Firestar, so I had to do that. It was a bit tricky, but it wasn't too difficult, and her hand in the background was just weird. At first I drew it backwards because I forgot to draw her fingers in, so it looked like her hand was like backwards, and you could see the back of it, so I had to fix it up so you can see the whole thing. And then I had to make the outlines big, because I love outlines that are bigger than a bowl of oatmeal. And then I had to fix up the line art a little bit, and then I got to coloring it. Honestly, I have to say, it's kind of weird that I just did all the blank colors first. Honestly, I have to say, it's a little bit weird, because I'm used to drawing characters with, like, I don't know, extreme proportions. I guess you could say extreme, even though some people would say, no, it's not extreme proportions. So it's kind of weird drawing Firestar because, like, her proportions are not as extreme. Like, especially with a lot of comic book heroines, they have, like, extreme proportions. Like, they have huge hips, they have, like, huge breasts, and, like, it's just huge. But, Firestar doesn't. I should draw Power Girl one of these days. But Firestorm does not. Hers are, like, they look, like, obtainable, or something that you'd see in real life. Those are her proportions. And I'm not exactly used to drawing that, so I did it, and I was like, I feel like her, like, thigh-ish ear butt area looks weird, and I'm like, no, it's just what people look like. That's just what people look like, so to leave it, and I did. And even now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks right, but at the same time it looks weird, because I drew it, and I'm not used to drawing things that are, like, you're used to, like, extreme hourglass, extreme inverted triangle, like, so I'm like, okay. The hair was, like, so much fun, and I wish I hadn't skipped it. It just took me a long time, so I skipped it, and I should have recorded it. The hair was so much fun to do. There was so much detail, and it was beautiful. Like, I wish, I don't know. I might, maybe, I don't know, but it was so much fun. I drew the fire following the same tutorial that Corzette used in order to draw fire in the last video of Johnny Storm. You guys should check that out. Having two fire users back to back, and then I kind of added some details so it looked like the fire was kind of adding reflections onto her outfit and all this other stuff, and I changed the background up just a little bit because, yeah, and I love contrasting colors, so the background is blue, and then I had a little bit of fire in there. Of course, Corzette's like, I thought the background would be on fire, so I'm like, okay, and then I did it, and I really love the way it looks, so I think that was a very good addition, Corzette, like that was beautiful. Yay! So at this point, we're basically, I think, yeah, so I'm adding a little bit more detail on here, making the fire glow, making certain pieces glow, because you know I love that glowy look to my pictures. And you've reached the end of this week's episode of Astra! Please remember to like and subscribe, because we all know that you want to be a subscriber, and remember that you better subscribe, or else I will throw you into the background of this picture. Because it's on fire. Yeah, it's on fire.